2,000 years after the departure of Jesus the Christ. The prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality. This is their campaign.
His head were white like wool. I want you to look at this poster board here. Which one of these, because I know that this is the image we've all been raised on, right? All of us, all our mamas had it in the house, but it says, read that again. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Which one of these hairs is white like wool?
Are you testing my knowledge? That one and that one.
That one.
White like wool, right?
Right, white like wool. You know who wool hair is? Wool is the hair of Negroes.
Yeah, like me.
Exactly.
Underneath the wig.
Exactly. Underneath the wig, dang. So read on. As white as snow. So his hair was white as snow. Which one of these here is white? His hair is white as snow. Which one? Which one is white as snow? Okay, but is this guy here? Is his hair white as snow? No. So we got a problem. We got a big problem. Read on. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. His eyes were as a flame of fire. Do you know why Christ's eyes were as a flame of fire? Hold that, get the prophecy. Because Christ drank wine. Christ liked to drink wine, right. Now, when you drink wine, the whites of your eyes turn red. That was the prophecy. I'm going to show you that. Genesis 49:12, please. Genesis 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red. His eyes shall be what? Red with wine. His eyes shall be red with wine. So it was prophecy that Christ would like to drink wine. He wasn't a drunk. He wasn't. Yeah, keep the commandments. Keep the commandments. Christ drank wine. You understand? In moderation. Go back to Revelation. So go back to that part right there. Read. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Because he drank wine. And his feet like unto fine brass. And his feet. What color are your feet? Your feet, are they not the same color as your hands? His feet, let's see what his feet look like. Read that again. And his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brown, like a copper. Right. Okay, read. As if they burned in a furnace. So if you burn brass in a furnace, brass is already brown, right? If you burn it in a furnace is a hot, it's hot. What color will it get? Red. No. If you burn brass in a what color? Very dark. Very dark. Wait, sis, don't run off yet. Don't run yet. No. Yes, but there's more. There's more because, again, knowing Christ, that's just half the battle. There's commandments that have to be kept. Give me Timothy 2:9. There's commandments that have to be kept. You understand, brothers? There's commandments that have to be kept. There's laws that have to be kept. We're not going to just waltz into the kingdom. We're not going to just waltz in it. We have to have kept God's commandments. You understand? Give me that. 1 Timothy 2:9. Quickly. 1 Timothy 2, verse 9. Come on. In like manner, also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Do you see what one of the steps are of getting into the kingdom for the sisters? Read that again. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Now, sister, you're bright. You're bright. What does it mean to adorn yourself in modest apparel?
Dress yourself, like cover yourself.
What do you say?
Cover yourself.
Cover yourself.
Show your tits.
Cover yourself. Don't show off your shape. No, that's not Muslim. We're reading about the Israelite woman. The black and Latino woman is supposed to be covered up. She's not supposed to show her shape. You're not supposed to show your camel toe or you're not supposed to show your body through short skirts. No, you're not. You're supposed to cover yourself. That's for your husband to see. You understand? Read on.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
With shamefacedness and sobriety. I see y'all listening over there. Y'all can come on up. We're not going to bite you. We're not going to bite. With shamefacedness. You know what it means to be shamefaced? It means to be shy. You have a question? Come on. Oh, okay. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Now this is heavy right here. Now, brother man, who are you?
My name's Elliot.
I'm sorry? Elliot. Okay, that's your wife?
That's my fiance.
That's your fiance. What's your what?
Bobby.
Okay. Elliot, what is your nation?
What is my nation?
Yes.
I'm an American.
Okay, well, what is your father?
Jesus.
Well, no, your biological father. What was his nation? What was his nationality? American black? Okay. Now, Bobby, what's your nation? Okay, all right. So, according to the Bible, Elliot, you are an Israelite man. Your parents came here by way of the slave trade. During the slavery of the 1800s, that was the Israelites. And we're going to show that to you. Get me the book of Deuteronomy. What we have to understand is how we even got to this side of the world. How did we go from the east, Jerusalem, our dwelling place, to America? How did that happen? It's in the Bible. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Start there.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day.
Meaning, if we did not do God's laws, what would happen?
Now all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said curses will come upon us as a people and overtake us. Go to verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God said we're going to serve our enemies because we have a lot of enemies. And we don't even know. Let me ask you, who are your enemies, by the way? Oh, man. You looking over your back? What's he going to do? Snatch you and throw you in the trunk? You like, huh?
Where we from?
But you looked over your back like you was going to. But yes.
You sound racist.
But we have, you know what? The Bible is fact. That is our history. You cannot ignore your history. Like, Bobby, where you from? Right. Okay, but your father, they're Hungary, right? She doesn't deny her history. She knows her history. You have to know yours. Don't deny yours. You understand? Now, I know that hearing this is piercing. I know what it pierces your spirit. But it is what it is. You understand? We cannot deny it. Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So anything we needed, we had to go to the white man, the slave master. That's the way it was. We cannot deny it. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
So wait, God said, he shall put a yoke of iron, hold on. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until we have destroyed thee. Did this not really happen to our people? So now, how do you feel about that? It pisses you off. How do you feel about that?
Like you said, that's how it was.
I know, but how do you feel about that? It makes you angry. Okay, verse 68. Give me verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Come on, with what?
With ships.
God said he would bring us into Egypt again. The Egypt again is America, but he was going to bring us with ships. Who was controlling those slave ships that we came on? The white man. Right. Now, we have a problem. There's a thing here. Get me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Because now you know that you're an Israelite, right? There's laws You understand? There's laws in understanding that you're a Jew. There's laws. You understand? Here's a law. Here is a law. And it's not opinion, it is biblical. You understand? And it's unapologetically biblical. Let's see what God says. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. But they will turn away thy son from following me.
So God says, you shall not make marriages with the other nations. Give me Joshua 23. You know why? Real quick, because when you hear these things, when you hear these laws, it's piercing, right? I know how did that verse sound? It sounded kind of rugged, right? Let me show you what God said.
23 verse 12.
That's why
I need you to listen. I need you to listen.
Else, if you do in any wise, go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations.
So God's saying, if you cleave to another nation that's outside of this tribal chart, if you go outside of that, Joshua's instructing Israel before we got into the land. Read that again.
Else, if you do any wise, go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you.
Even the nations that were among us, read.
And shall make marriages with them.
If you marry them, what's going to happen?
And shall go in unto them.
If you have sex with them, that's what it means to go in unto them.
And they to you know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto you.
God said the nations would be a snare and a trap unto you. This is in the Bible. Read.
And scourges in your sides, and thorns in your eyes.
What does that mean? They're going to cause you problems. Do you have family in Hungary?
My mother taught me that growing up.
So your mother taught you that if you what did your mama tell you? What did she say?
She pretty much told me that to stay away from white folks, don't date them because it's going to cause you trouble.
But what did God say? What did we just read?
Pretty much the same thing.
So why did you go against what your mama told you, but God told
You
you?
can't control your heart, though.
You can't control your heart? I'm going to show you something. Give me Isaiah 13, because what's going to happen is this. God, when Christ, do you believe Christ is going to make a second return?
Yes.
You believe so?
Yes.
What do you think he's going to do?
I have no idea what he's going to do. I mean, but I know he's coming back.
He is coming back, and you know what? He's coming back, and he's not.
Not right with him, then, you know.
So what do you? So I'm gonna show you what Christ's gonna do.
Isaiah 13, verse 14. And it shall be as a chase row.
What does that mean? It shall be as a chase row. The white man is going to be as a chase row because no one's going to want to have anything to do with him during the judgment day. Read.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up.
No one want to be with him. Oh, because he's got a specific judgment that God is going to give him. Read.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
Everyone is going back to their own race. That's what it's saying. This is prophecy to happen. Read.
And flee everyone into his own land.
And everyone's going back into their land. There's not going to be no more America where everyone lives in the same nation. Read.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found, read that right.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. And everyone that is joined unto them.
Joined unto them in marriage, interracial marriage included,
shall fall by the sword.
You see what's going to happen? You're going to fall by the sword if you continue in sin. Because right now you're breaking a law. That's the law. Tobit, real quick. Tobit 4 and 12. So now what must you do? At knowing that you're an Israelite, what must you do according to God's law? But you know why you're fighting with it? It's because it's your mind. You understand? Your mind, I'm telling you straight, your mind is going to get you destroyed. Now your children, because the Bible says you are the seed of your father. So you're an Israelite man and so are your children. Okay? And being a godly man, you should want to enter into God's kingdom along with your children. But understand, according to God's law, you must have married your own kind before Christ returns.
Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
You hear that, Elliot?
And beware of all whoredom, my son.
Come on.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy father.
So God said, take a wife chiefly of thy father. forefathers. I'm going to tell you straight, a lot of our people are going to be found interracially married, and they're going to be destroyed. God says, don't do so. Read.
For we are the children of the prophets.
Do you hear? We are the children of the prophets. We are the sons, the daughters of the prophets. Read.
Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Come on.
Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
So just like our forefathers, Noah, Abraham, just like them, they married women of their own kindred. We are to do the same. We are not to go left or to go right. We must do as our forefathers have done. Do not marry outside of your own people. That's the warning the Lord has given our people. Do not mix yourselves. Stop diluting yourselves, Israel. That's what the Most High is saying. Read.
And were blessed in their children.
Do you see? They were blessed in their children because they took wives of their own people. Read.
And their seed shall inherit the land.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How are you? How are you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.